Yeah, welcome to the review where we do what we do. I'm Enzo, this is Chuck, and now you're part of our crew. Every Friday at 1, my friend, it goes down. We are the hottest podcasters around. Yep, it goes down. And if you don't believe, my friend, they come to town. You can see those other podcasters, yeah, they do. Welcome to the best, my friend, this is the review.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back, bitches.
I'm Chuck.
I'm Enzo, bitches.
And welcome back to another episode of the review.
Bitches.
Today, where are we going to start today? You want to talk about Nicki Minaj?
Bitches.
Was it? Oh, Nicki Minaj is her real name?
Oh, Nika Tanya Mirage.
Mirage.
Petty.
Yeah. Petty now, yeah.
That's a perfect last name for her.
Yeah.
That's a perfect. I wish my last name was Petty. Enzo Petty.
Are you a petty person?
I can be. I'm a Virgo. Anything's possible, bitch.
Or do you want to start with? Because I cut you off last time, and I'm so sorry, but we were talking about our polls and what part of your body do you wash first?
Where do you want to start? It doesn't matter to me.
You might as well start with the poll.
Polls? Okay.
Yeah.
So where do I wash first? I tend to do like a full body rinse.
Okay.
First.
Yeah, me too. I thought that was just like a given.
Everybody don't do that.
I don't understand how. Because how do you just raw dog soap on dry skin?
I guess if your rag is wet, or your soap, I don't know what you use, your loofah, whatever, is wet, I guess that's enough moisture for you to lather. I don't know.
I feel like you can't even get a good lather if you don't do the full body rinse first.
I have the body rinse, and then I have to go from there. Then I start like in this area. Well, I do my face mask, because that's on while I'm in the shower. So, and then I just like.
So you start shoulders.
Like neck area, shoulder. Like I go down.
Yeah.
And then I come back up.
Yeah.
Then I rinse.
Yes.
Then I go back down, and I come back up. Then I rinse.
Oh, you do a double wash.
I wash in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Thank you, Jesus. Bitch! No, that was a high bitch.
That
was a really high
bitch.
No, I wash 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, you know what freaked me out on the poll? Like, one of the options was feet first, and I was like, what monster would start washing feet first?
Only way that I would wash my feet first is if I'm like...
If you went to, like, if you were outside and your feet are fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, the dirt's getting on my nerves. I have to get this first.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Same. Like, unless my feet are, like, really dirty.
Yeah.
I don't see myself starting feet first.
No, it's always head down.
Yeah. So I start with washing my hair,
Okay.
and then I let the conditioners, like I do the pre-rinse, and then I wash my hair, and then I let the conditioner sit while I wash my body. And I start with my neck and shoulders too.
Okay.
And then I usually go to like an armpit, then across my like chest and belly.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
other armpit, arm. I go
whole
like
cross thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You do the swoosh.
Exactly.
You know.
And I do my feet last.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And then, but I do like a lot of rinses because like I also wash my face after everything because I have really sensitive skin. So I don't even want my shampoo conditioner like on my skin.
Yeah.
So, and then I like rinse off my body again after all the shampoo because I don't want all that shit sitting on me. So yeah, my face is last, and I use my hands. I don't use my rag for it because I don't want to use my rag for it. So I just use my hands to wash my face.
For my face, or I have the spinny thing.
Yeah, the
brush.
scrubber. Yeah.
I use that. But I have my face mask on.
Yeah. The face. See, I tried to do like sometimes I try to do because I have like an exfoliating face mask that's supposed to sit. So, but I feel like it melts because I've tried to do that.
Because it's so hot in the shower. Yeah.
But it's still. I guess it still works.
It's still working.
Yeah.
It's still working. Or put it on before you get in. I used to do that with Noxzema. Excuse me, I had a burp.
Oh, that shit is like fucking menthol.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
I used to do that with Noxzema, put it on before I got in the shower, and then as I'm figuring out my playlist, my music playlist, and then I'm like, okay, it's time for me to get in. Then I'll get in, and then it'll be like the last thing I wash off.
Right. I'm looking up the meaning of each thing just so I can, because Enzo posted this poll about, you know, which part of your body do you wash first, because different parts say different things about you. So, for instance, I actually found it. So it says, like, which part of your body that you wash first reveals a lot about you. If you wash your face first, you're basically tending to all the 5 senses: smell, sight, taste, touch, and hearing. It means you're very concerned about how you are perceived. If you wash your feet first, which I said psychotic, you're a humble and down-to-earth person. Sure. Or dirty. Down-to-earth, literally.
Wash his feet with my hairy fingers. I don't know why that just popped in my head.
And then they said, if you wash your arms or legs first, it's also the symbol of strength and willpower. It indicates that you have no fear expressing your choices. If you wash your private parts first, this one made me laugh because if you looked on our page, there's this like guy looking sad in the shower. But it said if you wash your private parts first, you're usually an introvert or someone with low self-esteem, and you struggle hard taking your stand and might give up often, which, okay.
Yeah, I know.
If you wash your chest first, you're confident and comfortable in your own skin. You're practical and very straightforward. If you wash your hair first, you're a person who likes discipline and order. You have a firm opinion about everything, and you believe in being practical. If you wash your shoulders and neck first, you're the most hardworking people, which you're a Virgo, period. And you're a positive person and a go-getter. And are you competitive? It says you're very competitive. I am too. I'm really competitive too.
I am competitive when it calls for it.
Yeah.
I am. When I'm not, if it's just like something like a little rinky-dink thing, then I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But,
okay.
you know,
yeah.
when
You got to
it
care
calls
about
for
it.
Yeah. Even like when I game and I'm in the middle of Mortal Kombat and I'm like, I have this one guy and he's like doing this one fucking move and I'm like, fucking, what the fuck are you doing? Like
you got to win. Like you got to beat him.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't have to win because there's certain things in life that I don't have to win at. But like, if I know that I was the best one.
If it's game time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Virgo, like, you know.
And then the last one is if you wash your back first, you are always very cautious and don't trust people easily. You have a habit of delving into things deeply and making decisions carefully. So that was a really fun poll.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. It was a good one of our reviewers gave it to us. So I was like, you know what, let me post it and see where people are washing first.
Yeah, thank you for that.
If you wash your feet, you need
therapy. That's basically what it said.
I'll call you Ted Bundy.
Yeah. Washing your feet first.
Washing your feet first.
Yeah. All right, you want to dive into Nicki now? Yeah,
so there's this like a whole bunch of like, I guess, attacking on Nicki. You've seen in the media, as of last week or some shit like that about her asking questions about the COVID vaccine and started with the I forgot what her name was, but the African American woman.
Oh, Joy Reid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started with Joy Reid and what she said. Well, Nicki put out a series of tweets and Joy Reid took maybe like the first one and ran with it. Maybe.
Yeah, she did. And I love Joy.
And it wasn't even like the first one because it was like a series of all of the tweets combined, really. But Nicki basically said that she wasn't arriving to the VMAs or the Met Gala because they wanted her to be vaccinated to show up to these events in the red carpet. And she said that she wasn't going to get vaccinated for the Met Gala or the VMAs, and that she has a newborn at home basically with no nanny that she's basically taking care of, which I would have figured she probably would have had a nanny or something.
I too, but
So
it makes sense. It's
makes
COVID
sense.
and
It's
stuff,
COVID.
and she
Yeah,
probably
but
wants
even
to spend time.
yeah,
with the
even
baby.
then, I'm pretty sure that they have like
Some assistance.
yeah. But for her to say that she's doing it on her
maybe,
own,
yeah.
if she is doing it
I
on
see
her
what you're
own,
saying.
like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, by all means, good
Like
for
she's
her.
doing it. She's
well,
really
she said
doing
that
it.
this
yeah.
is a moment that you can't get back. Like, you know
True.
what I'm saying? Like, you can't get these little
respect
precious
that.
moments back, which is like understandable as well. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to have the same incident with another artist who said that their child wasn't even calling their mommy. So
Wait, who was that? Who?
with Cardi.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
remember when
Yeah,
that
they were
happened,
saying that.
They were saying that she didn't. I didn't want to say her name because I didn't want to be like a whole like Nicki versus Cardi thing.
Yeah.
So I was just
Gotcha. Sorry.
no, you're fine. I mean, they would have known anyway. But yeah. So I guess she didn't want that situation to happen. Anyway, long story short, Joyce went on air and basically, you know, used the whole sister card. And like, my God, sister, you have all these people. You have 22 million people on Twitter, and you're telling them to endanger their lives by not taking the vaccine. Which was not I can't even talk right now. Which is not what was said. And then Nicki went on like a whole rant about, you know, her taking or reading what she wanted to read and running away with it, and how the white man used the black woman to say something first so then they can follow up after and make her look like the dumb black woman or the ignorant black woman or angry black woman and crazy black woman in this case. Yeah, and she wasn't having it. And as vocal as she is, which I love, you know, she came out and said that her family members were being threatened, and her cousin in Trinidad took the vaccine, and his testicles swelled.
I knew you were going to start laughing. Yeah.
You know, that good stuff. And yeah, it's just like, why are these people attacking her for basically having questions that the general public are or were afraid to speak out? And if she has this platform, then why not allow her to ask these questions? She made a poll on Twitter also asking, you know, people which vaccine that they did take and if there was any side effects or symptoms that they've experienced. And she also asked her Twitter fan base if they had any questions, because I believe she was supposed to be going either live with the White House or going to the White House so that they can inform her about the vaccine with Dr. Fauci and Fauci and what's the Surgeon General. That's what she was going to meet. And she wanted to have, you know, like questions from the general public who might be afraid to get the vaccine, and, you know, she was going to ask these questions for them, but I guess this whole debacle happened.
Yeah.
And
So now she's not going?
no, I think they're still doing it,
Oh,
but
okay,
it's just
that's good.
like, you know, she had to, when she said that she was going to the White House, people are like, why are you bringing her to the White House? Like, she doesn't deserve to be at the White House. And it's just like, you know, how are you going to discourage someone who's trying to get information out to the public or use their platform to get information out to the public, and you're, you know, sitting here attacking her? I think, how many people were attacking her over the course of the week?
It was a bunch. It was like Pierce Morgan. I think, what's his name? Lemon. Don Lemon. Yeah.
And he even had the nerve to say, oh, you're not afraid to get shots in your ass.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's when she really went off and was like, if I was to talk about what's going in your ass, I would be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of got a point.
But, I mean, yeah.
So this is my thing. Like, in defense of Joy Reid, because I love Joy, like, but I do think she ran at it, and I think, like, a lot of people, like, took it too far, because Nicki did say, I'm probably eventually going to get vaccinated.
Because I have to go on tour.
Because I have to go on tour.
Right.
But here's my holdup, and I think the thing is like when you, even if you say you heard that your cousin's friend, his testicles swole, like you didn't have actual factual facts on that, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just that was the correlation to that. So, and it's just like your opinion is different than just a general person expressing their opinion. Like that's the thing with stars, like, and that's where they get caught up, is like stars get caught up with how much they influence. Like I think that's kind of what Joy is saying, is like, Nicki, you saying you don't want the vaccine is like hurting our communities who really are getting impacted the most by COVID. Just by you saying that, you're not getting it. It's like, it's almost like I wish you didn't say that, because like even though you have every right as a human being to express your opinion and your concerns about the vaccine and stuff like that, it's like you are held to a different standard whether you like it or not, and like people are going to take your word as Bible, you know what I'm saying? And that's really going to sway people, even though you're like, I'm just speaking for myself. When you're a celebrity, you're not really speaking for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It has more impact. Yeah, it has more influence.
I think my whole thing with that was, like you said, she never said she wasn't going to get it. And she also did, you know, tell people.
Yeah, because when I read it, I was like, this isn't terrible. And then when she said the story about her, like, you know, I'm vaccinated. So when she said the story about her cousin, I was just like, whatever, that sounds like crazy. And it could have been anything. And my first thing, which a lot of people were saying, was like, it's probably an STD, because she's like, yeah, my cousin's friend's testicles swelled up, and now that he's not getting married to his fiance, and it's a whole thing because he can't get his dick up anymore. And I'm thinking like, he might have caught something.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So yeah. So
it's like any side effect that anyone has nowadays, they're gonna relate it to the COVID vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Anything that goes wrong with them, they're gonna, because.
On her behalf, it says here from 9/10/2021, release of VAERS.
Yeah, but what's VAERS? I saw that.
I don't know.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I saw the VAERS thing too. The only thing I'm following is CDC.
Okay.
Like,
well, yeah, I'm not following the CDC.
Yeah.
But I don't know who
because I don't know what VAERS
is.
I saw that too, and I was like, what is VAERS? Like, people aren't really looking at the credibility of this
National
stuff.
Vaccine Information Center.
That's not.
But I don't know.
That's not.
I don't know.
The actual, because I work with immunizations, is ACIP.
Okay.
That's a association of, hold on, what's ACIP? Hold up. It's like the Association of Immunization Compliance or something like that. That's the actual, the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices. That's the official immunization site, not VAERS.
Who is VAERS? Are you looking it up?
I have no idea what VAERS is. That's what I'm saying. And there's a lot of, because my boss, and she's researching COVID shit all the time, because we're trying to figure out what to do at the college, like what's our policies going to be, and she wants it to make sure that she has her facts straight before she sets policies, right? So she's always looking at updated stuff, and she's like, there's tons of fake doctors out here. She's like, they're not even real doctors, or they're doctors, but they're not doctors of this particular study. They're just a doctor of like psychology, but they're using their doctor status to just stay their own opinion. Exactly.
Right.
So this is just like, it just takes me to their, I don't even know what VAERS is. It doesn't even.
Oh, I thought you were going to Google
Vaccine
what
Adverse
is VAERS.
Event Reporting System. That's what it's saying that VAERS is.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is saying it does have a .gov website. So I will, for everyone, since I don't know, I'm willing to say I don't know how, you know, I'm going to ask her about this and VAERS and if it's like a credible thing, because she's been in the medical field for over 20 years.
Okay.
So I will research that for you guys and come back, because it does say a .gov thing. You know, a handle.
Yeah, and it says it's co-managed by the U.S. Centers of Diseases Control and Prevention by the CDC and the Food Drug Administration. Said that it collects information about adverse events, possible harmful side effects that occur and after administration of vaccines to the public.
Right. It's a vaccine adverse event reporting system. So
yeah.
okay. So I will I'm open to researching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know anything about. That was my first time hearing them.
Me neither.
And our first time doing the information research now, guys.
But this is also the thing is like, out of how many there's like millions of people that have gotten vaccinated now. So if it's even like even if one
66,
person,
yeah,
they have to report it.
yeah. Here it says 66 found cases as of 9/10, which is a perfect
So
day.
if there are 66 out of a million,
Out of a million, still.
it's not really a strong scientifically. This is like how scientists work.
No,
like
yeah,
it's
it's
not a
not
strong
strong enough,
correlation.
yeah, no,
to that.
to-
It could just be the individual's factors.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, I get it. But I don't know.
So that's what they're saying is that, and that's why I went on that rant. Like, if you don't really like, if you don't, or you're not comfortable with getting it, fine, but don't spread misinformation like that, because people are taking it as actual factual that, you know, because she's like, I don't know, child, his nuts swelled up and he had just gotten the vaccine, and like that's something like cool, you can tell your friends, and it's like, yeah, true, but I don't think that as a celebrity, maybe you should be sharing that over your thing, you know what I mean? Because the impact that that has is strong.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, because then after she came out with that, there were anti-vax rallies.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah, I've seen
black
those,
people.
yeah.
From
Yeah,
black people, and
yeah,
they're
I've
like,
seen
see,
that.
so
I don't know. I just thought I don't know. It's just a weird.
it's crazy
thing.
time.
And then
the
I
problem is-
saw one other thing that made me feel like a little weird was I wasn't sure which one said it. I don't know if it was Pierce or Lemon, whatever his name is. Y'all know who the fuck we talking about.
yeah, Don Lemon.
One of them said something like, "Oh, you're bringing out misinformation. You're bringing out misinformation. That's why the general public doesn't fuck with you the way that they fuck with Cardi, who's the people."
Oh my God.
Yeah, I posted a
They got
comment.
personal.
It got real personal, and someone was like, "Why are you even bringing Cardi into this situation? Like, she's not even."
That is so ghetto, honestly,
It
of
was
like a
really
reporter
ghetto.
to do that.
It was really
Yeah.
ghetto and trashy. It was really good. I'm trying to see if I can find it. And it was a black guy. I think it was. I want to say it was a black guy that said it. And I was just like, wow. I was like, I hope she rips him another one. Because that was like uncalled for. Like, you know what I mean?
That's foul. Like, that's just uncouth.
Yeah. Damn, I can't even find it. I wonder if they took it down. I don't know. I thought it was on the Neighborhood Talk. They be having everything on their child.
They do, honestly. One of my favorites. I also like That's So Bold, the one that you follow.
Oh yeah.
And I find a lot of stuff from like Hollywood Unlocked too.
Yeah.
Which is with that guy. Can I jump into that?
Go ahead.
So Hollywood Unlocked is like following this case, which is like a thing. They were talking about it on Hot 97 too, which is where I first heard about it. Which we'll get into a Hot 97 topic too. But so they were on Hollywood Unlocked. They showed a actual police footage, or maybe that was Washington Post. They were showing an actual like police cam, body cam of this cop stopping this couple. The woman looks super nervous, and he stopped the car because they were like swerving. They almost hit something, and it's because she was trying to like grab her phone from him or something like that. And she looked scared. Like basically, she looked like an abused woman. She looked very scared. She was like making up excuses for him. And so he had to separate them in the video. And he's like, all right, what's really going on? And she looked like really fucking scared. And he basically was like, all right, I'm going to get a different hotel for you. Like, he's going to go here so that way we know that you're safe. And, like, he basically was like, you don't have to say anything right now because I know.
She knows what was
yeah,
going
I know
on,
the
right.
situation. So you don't have to say anything, but I just want to make sure you're safe. And she was like, okay. Then.
Talk about that.
yeah. And then, so basically, this was a couple from Long Island. Where this police footage was on their road trip to the West Coast. They were going to Utah. And this guy comes back to Long Island without his girlfriend after this whole video and everything. So she just is missing. He didn't really say shit until he was pressed for it. Apparently he did a press release and everything, and he was referring to her as like Miss so-and-so, like Miss Petito. Like, if you're reporting about your missing girlfriend, wouldn't you say like my girlfriend? But he was speaking of her as very like a distant person in the interview, and now he's missing. Like, now he's missing. He just completely vanished from Long Island.
And you don't know where he's at.
Right, and when he got back, she just was like, they were basically like, where? So you just came back alone? Like, he didn't say shit.
You think he killed her?
I absolutely 1,000% think he killed her, because before the incident where the cop cam and everything, where like the cop pulled him over, right before they had gotten pulled over, they were seen at a rest stop where they saw them arguing. She slaps him, and then he wouldn't let her get in the car. She was trying to get through the passenger window. So it all around sounds like an abusive relationship.
Yeah, because she even mentioned on the body cam that he wouldn't let me get in the car because he wanted me to calm down.
Yeah, she said, I have OCD and, making up excuses.
And he did have a couple scratches on his face, so that does put into play the scratches or where it came from. So.
Right. So I think he did that shit, and I like dun 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 dun. Dun. I like my documentary, so that's probably gonna be one.
Bitch.
And they need to find his ass.
No, they need to find him. No, they will.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. You know what? People are so stupid nowadays after they commit a crime. Like, so fucking stupid. Like, there was a murder here not so long ago in Trenton, and the guy ended up the same clothes he had on where he murdered the person, ended up going on Facebook.
Oh, like his same outfit from that day?
Same outfit from that day on Facebook, and that's how he got caught. Stupid. Like,
yeah, most killers are dumb.
Stupid.
Honestly.
They're stupid. They're stupid. Why is this thing doing the electric slide?
You gotta tighten it.
Oh, it's tight.
I think the other one. Anyway, nasty. No, I think it's this one. Yeah, that one gotta get tight. But okay, so speaking of Hot 97, they do this segment called Curved, and I listen to it every morning when I'm like getting dressed in the morning. And basically, someone who got ghosted after a date, they call up the radio station, and the radio station will call the person that ghosted them, and the person that ghosted them doesn't know that they are on the line with the radio, and they can hear everything. So the radio goes, "Why did you ghost this person?" And then the person will say like, "Oh, her breath stank," or something like that. And then the person comes on and is like, "My breath don't stank." And then they're like, "Oh shit, I didn't know you were on the line." Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought this one scenario was really interesting, because unlike the usual ones where they only went on like a couple dates or so, this one, they had been together for like a couple months, and this woman got ghosted. And so she calls the radio station. They call the guy to see why he ghosted her. And like, she was like, we had a great relationship. Like, we were actually like in a relationship. And he goes, so then they call him. She's quiet. And they're like, "Why'd you ghost her?" And he said, "Well, I brought her to a sex party, and I heard her making noise with another dude that I had never heard before. She had never made those noises with me. And after that, I was like, fuck that." And so she comes on, and she's like, "Well, what the fuck? Like, I thought the whole point of us going was to have a good time. So, and like, I like you. Like, I knew what the situation was. We had a deal to go do the sex party together, and I thought, like, what are you supposed to do at a sex party?" So I was like,
talk.
And the thing was, right. And the thing was, this was all his idea, because he had frequented sex parties like on the regular. Like, this was his jam, and this was her first time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you get what you know what I mean? That was you got to be all the way right with it if,
Listen,
you know, if you're
knew
going to
what
bring
to
your...
expect, what was going on. When you start venturing outside of your relationship together,
You got to be solid.
you have to be solid, and you have to understand that not everyone's going to have the same stroke or same X, Y, and Z as you, and that, you know, some people might fill a gap and some people might have more space. We just don't know. So, like, things happen. And when these things happen, you just have to be secure in yourself to be like, oh, okay, you can make that noise now. Let me see if I can make you make that noise. That's all you had to do.
And that's what I was thinking. Like, if you have that mindset where you want to bring your significant other to a sex party, it's like, I feel like in your head, part of you has to kind of get off on someone else pleasing your partner. Right?
Because you're doing it to someone else's partner. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. So if someone is pleasing your partner and that's making you angry, like, you're not the one to take. Maybe you should not be bringing your
He was just
significant other
upset
to a
that
sex
he
party.
wasn't pleasing her the way that person was.
Right, and the fucked up thing
was fucking
was
with his ego.
Yeah, so at the end of the like segment, they say like, so what do you guys want to do? Are you guys trying to work it out, or like, you know what I'm saying? And like the thing was, this girl was like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just having a good time. It doesn't mean I don't like our sex. Like, this sex was just different. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I love our relationship. I thought everything was perfect. You know, so he just let his insecurities get to him, and he dead ass was like, nah.
Dead ass bitch.
Yeah, he was a little bitch about it, honestly.
It's gonna be called bitch. Yeah, no, I've never I went to a sex party before, but I've never.
You did?
Yeah, I never.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have a lot of questions. How does one figure out about this sex party? Where do you get the invitation? Where do you sign up? What kind of thing is it? Is that at a club? Like,
it's like the Illuminati. They find you.
Yeah, like, how do you know? Like, is it just do you have to be like referred?
Yeah, someone usually brings you into the mix, and then it's just like, you know, think you might be interested into there, and you can like.
So was it more like a house party, or was that like a venue?
No, it was like at a warehouse. You're like,
Well, I'm so serious.
yeah, no, it was at a warehouse, and it was just like, you know, black walls, you know, just like looks like a porno studio. Most likely, it probably was. It was in the city.
So in New York City?
Yeah.
Okay, because I heard like I also heard that there's one in Atlantic City, but it's like an actual club.
Oh, I didn't know about
yeah.
that. I didn't engage.
Oh, you didn't?
No. I just watched and just was like, okay. Because it was my first time, and I was like, I don't know what to expect. Like.
Well, how did you feel about it? If you didn't engage, were you just like, would you go back? Like. And actually engage, or like, were you just really like, ew? No,
I guess it depends on the mood, but I probably will go back and engage.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't have a problem pleasing myself.
I mean, so you did then?
No, yeah, I watched. Like, I just watched. Like, it was just like, no, I'm okay. I'm just here to watch.
Oh, that's fun.
And like, you know, they were like, wow, what can I watch? You can watch. I can watch. It wasn't like, oh, let me go fuck this pussy, or like, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm interested in.
It was
like,
very Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh.
Very Eyes Wide Shut.
In what
so
way?
if you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Same way. Just walk in the room and just like people having sex everywhere. And just like a big orgy. Yeah. That's all it was.
So this one, the guy said like he was like, this particular sex party was different from ones that I have been to, where when they walk in, they immediately get to choose
a partner?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So he chose they both chose a couple, and he went with the girl and she went with the guy.
Okay.
So I wonder like what the rules are about that. I've also heard of sex parties where you can sign up to wear a bracelet, and it's either like green, yellow, or red, like a stoplight, and like a traffic light. And basically, if you're red, you just want to watch. If you're yellow, you're like down.
Curious.
You're curious, and you may be down. And green is like go like
for it. Yeah. I don't know. All I know is I walked in the door. They asked for my phone. I gave them my phone.
Oh.
That was it.
Okay.
There was no names. No really names, really.
And like obviously condoms. I hope.
Yeah, of
a lot of
course.
condoms.
Of course,
Yeah.
if you're engaging. But I'm pretty sure you also have the choice not to. You know what I mean? So
Do you have to get tested before those things? Do you have to share like test
you
results?
should get tested before those things.
Yeah, I feel like
You
that should be a
should.
requirement to show like
You
share your
should.
test
But I guess that's when
results.
it goes to like whole like we don't tell everyone kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Because like,
but still.
yeah, no, but no, that's why
Oh
they're doing
yeah,
it
like
there.
if you're like,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
got something and he
Yeah.
be reckless out here
No,
in these
like,
streets,
no,
he's
he-
not gonna invite.
He can't
yeah.
come in here. Yeah, like no. But yeah, it was like walked in, gave him my phone, and then asked if I wanted to engage. I'm like, I just want to watch, and then I just walked around and watched and stroked.
I wonder if you said that you were gonna engage, what would they do? Like give you a condom and like
Probably most likely. Then
A
it would have to
sanitary
go to
wipe.
like, yeah, probably like a little kit or something.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, I just wanted to watch because I was just curious. I've always seen them.
yeah.
Like I've always seen ads for them.
So, but you did get invited. You couldn't.
Yeah.
You didn't just
I
like
didn't.
find it.
No.
Did you go with that person?
Yeah.
Okay. Were
Yeah.
you? Was there like a list that you were on?
Listen, I walked in, I gave him my phone.
Okay.
And then,
so you
like,
must
that
have been
was,
on
like-
the list or something.
That was like it. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
guess he was on the list.
Yeah.
So I guess they're allowed to bring a plus one. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. I
Oh,
was
goodness.
21.
Oh,
Like,
that's. Oh, you were a freshie.
I was young. I was
yeah.
young.
Oh my God. Yeah, that may have
Yeah.
been like a little intense for me. At
So then I was
21
just
probably.
like, that's why I just basically soloed.
Yeah.
Because I was like I'm into a lot of stuff, but like I have to fill it out first. Pause.
Yeah. yeah.
I have to fill it out first. Like I'm not just going to like.
Bucket. Yeah.
Right. Like no. I'm.
Pause.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
yeah.
I have to like see the surroundings, see the people. There's a lot of white people.
I was gonna ask that. Okay, so like, what kind of people are at sex orgies? Because to me, I feel like they're gonna be like old, unattractive white people.
It was a lot of white people.
Were they unattractive?
I want to say maybe 30s and up
Yeah.
most of the time. Yeah.
Did you find anyone attractive there?
I mean, there's a couple people, but like.
Okay. Yeah, because that would be my fear is that I go to one and it's just like all old white
Yeah,
people.
no. It was a lot of white people though.
Yeah.
It was a lot of white people.
Yeah.
And it just smelled like sex and candles.
Dude, I was also going to ask, was there a scent in there?
It
Because
smelled
even
like
if you go into a strip club,
it's
there
a
is
smell.
a
It's a
slight
smell. It's a cooch smell.
It is
It's
a
a
cooch
cooch
smell.
smell.
It is a cooch. My man calls it budussi, you know.
Oh, yeah. You
You
can
know?
do it. You can do
So-
it. That's a fancy word.
Yeah. So, but I feel like this would be advanced. Like definitely
Listen, this
odors coming out. Pheromones.
very much so.
Yeah.
Because
people be sweating, right?
Sex and candles, because there was candles lit. So I guess they were giving out some type of scent, but it was sex and candles.
Yeah.
Cum and candles.
Right, exactly. Like cum,
Yeah,
sweat,
yeah,
spit,
yeah,
like all
yeah.
that.
Yeah. There was drugs offered.
Oh, what kind?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't take them.
Oh. What was it? Was it like pills?
Yeah, it was pills. It was like a little jar in the middle, like a little fruit bowl, and like
Really?
yeah, just like most likely it's probably ecstasy.
Ecstasy?
Yeah, most likely.
You really went to
Yeah.
some
Listen,
eyes wide shut shit.
it was eyes wide shut, and my eyes were wide open, and my hands was wide shut.
So was this a verbal invite?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, well, okay, so it was a verbal invite, but I guess he went to these things. I'm not sure. It was just one of those, like, hey, you want to go here? And it was just like I said, I'd try anything.
Yeah,
I'm just
curious.
like, sure,
Yeah.
why not? What's the worst that can happen? I mean, we know what the worst that can happen.
Yeah.
But I knew that I wasn't going to go there physically going to do
It's
anything.
actually probably safer,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, well, what you mean?
Because I feel like, the worst that could happen
Because
is
everyone
probably...
knows everything?
Well, you're getting, it's like everyone is under the same understanding. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're not going to get raped there because there's rules.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know, I feel like that would be the worst case scenario. Is that
I
you
think
get
the worst
touched
case
unintentionally.
scenario would be like you get some type of disease.
Oh, well, that too. Yeah. That, and also it getting leaked somehow. Like you get recorded and put on blast, which they take your phone, which is good.
Which is good. So,
yeah.
But it's not to say that anyone doesn't have a phone. Like,
yeah.
Or, I mean, because in my house we have a USB charger, but it's not a charger.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Oh, you bought one of those?
Oh, yes, child.
Oh, my God. Yeah, because I heard at Airbnbs, a lot of people were getting caught on camera because their host had... Wow.
Or in the vents.
Yeah.
In the vents. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. When I moved in by myself, I was afraid of that initially. Yeah, because it was a new building also. And I was like living alone, you know, and I was like, how would I know?
No, I did it because I have it sitting so when someone walks in the door, I can see it. And in the back door, someone can see it.
That's dope.
Because I didn't want to get a ring because I feel like a ring, like people can hack those. I mean, people can probably hack this one too, but...
but probably less likely to hack.
Yeah, and it's less noticeable too.
Yeah.
At least with the ring, it's like right there on your door.
Yeah.
You know,
it is. So. Wow, that's really interesting. Well, if any of you have ever been to a sex party, let us know. Like, if they do actually, if they have ever like asked for your for your test results.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Most likely, I'm pretty sure all of that is like
squared away with the application or something like that.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that like all of that, like I said, is like I guess whoever's hosting would be like the one that's...
We're not fucking playing.
Yeah. We'll be like, okay, send me this, send me this, send me this.
Yeah.
Send me that, send me that, send me that. So.
Yeah, because even with condoms, like if someone has like a herpes outbreak, you can still get...
You can still get... Yeah,
if you're rubbing,
yeah,
bumping,
no, I'm
and
rubbing
licking.
myself, and I'm watching everyone have fun. And I ended up having fun, so...
Yeah, I definitely, like, I've always been curious and wanted to go, really more so to watch too, because you don't know if you're going to be interested in that until you go to something like that, because it's like a completely new thing.
If I go again, I don't know if I would engage. I probably would. I mean, 'cause I already had an orgy before, so it was like, it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? This is kind of like, only way that I would probably like engage if it was like an elite thing. And it's like, really like eyes wide shut.
That's the only way you wouldn't engage?
Would engage. If it was like an elite thing where it's like
you're a club member.
A club member, or like someone like a celebrity is like hosting and there's masks and you don't know who's who kind of thing. Like really eyes wide shut.
Yeah.
And, you know, versus just regular seeing your face and just having a good time.
I think that would be fun too, actually, if there was that factor of like a disguise. Yeah, that would be really fun.
And then there's also different varieties of sex parties too. So like,
what do you mean?
Like if you want to have one for just like masturbation, you can do that.
That sounds kind of whack. Like, first of all, I think hand jobs are probably like the worst thing that a girl can do.
Some people get off on just like jerking off with people.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know I see. I mean? They just they get off on jerking off in front of people, or like jerking
off
off
with people.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I gotcha.
Like
yeah.
Sitting on the couch and like three guys just sitting here watching porn and just like jerking off.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like, okay, this is kind of hot. This is like turning me on.
Right. It's just like different fantasies.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, to each their own.
That's very fun.
To each their own.
Explore.
But I feel like you should always explore.
You should.
Your sexuality, but make sure you do it safely.
Yeah, but also know your boundaries. Like this guy on Curved, the radio show, he didn't know his boundaries.
No, or unless he did, and this was the only first girl that
he never thought about that.
Or
he thought he had the best dick in the world.
Or the first girl that ever, reacted that way towards someone else.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And it just like fucked with his ego.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. I wouldn't go to a sex party with a couple, unless we're like openly known as swingers, and like I don't care what you do. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the only way.
So I've wanted to. I hope this isn't like putting me on a blast, but like I've thought about it and I brought this up to him because I kind of get off on the idea of other people watching us, but I don't think I would want to fuck other people. But I think that would be a safe place to like go have sex where like other like, and I would like. I think I would get off on the idea of like other like everyone having sex and like we're having sex too, but I'm not secure. I know that I'm not secure enough to like yet. You know, things may change when I get older, and maybe I want to spice it up a little more, and like maybe my mind changes. But like, I don't think I'm at the point where I want to watch him fuck anyone else yet. And like, and I'm mostly sure that he would not want to see that shit for me. Like, I'm actually positive that he would not want to see me. But if we were together having sex, but I don't know if that's. I think that was his thing. Like, he's not really trying to fuck in front of people. Like, I think he's more private. But I think I get off more on that.
Yeah, because
and like
I
other
like when people
fucking
watch.
Around. Yeah,
I like people watching.
I think I do too.
That's
I like
huge
to perform.
I do too.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, no, for real. I like. That's why I was like, OnlyFans.
Yeah. Like,
OnlyFans.
yeah, if we get another lockdown.
Another lockdown.
Yeah. Honestly, you could, and like you have distinctive tattoos. That's the only thing. But I was gonna say, like, you could literally do like a.
Yeah.
Like head down, like neck down.
And I have tattoos on my hands. So,
yeah.
Yeah. If you see.
There's makeup though.
There is makeup. There is makeup.
Yeah. So. Just saying, like I don't shame anyone. If you're willing to do shit like that, like why not get more money? There's a lot of money in that.
There's a lot of money in that field.
Right.
And,
find Enzo in a Porsche.
Listen, find Enzo in an Enzo in a Ferrari, custom made.
Right. I'm like, you're moving out to LA? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, came into few little investments.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. If you're gonna do a sex party, look into it first.
Oh, it's 3:00 already.
See, time just goes by too fast, and we were only recorded for like 30 minutes.
Well, this is a mini episode for you guys, and we'll be back. But yeah, we're just trying to play catch up because I've been sick and there's been a lot of stuff going on, so I apologize for that.
Okay, we're gonna do a real quick hit here.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Drake's album.
I loved it. Yeah, I want to know how you felt because I brought it up to you that I was like, this shit is fire. I love it. It's so good.
I thought it was a regular Drake album.
I knew it. Okay.
I thought it was a regular Drake album. I felt like it was too long.
Really?
Yes, because all of his songs sound the same.
Yeah.
They all sound the same. It's a typical Drake, and
it's definitely typical Drake. It's very in the pocket of Drake. Yeah.
I was confused by the title because I thought it was going to be a little bit more R&B. I thought he was going to sing a little bit like, you know, Certified Lover Boy, like love songs.
That's true.
Like, I thought he was going to get his Chris Brown on, like, you know what I mean? Because he can sing a little bit.
Yeah,
Not like Chris Brown, but he can, like, do his little thing.
His little things, yeah.
I felt like a lot of the rap songs were typical Drake songs that
we've heard before. Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I felt like you kept pushing this album back to compete with Kanye for why. And I actually liked Kanye's album, and I thought Kanye's album was better than Drake's album because Kanye actually took risks, and Drake was just playing it safe. He knows where his money is at, which is fine. But like.
Right, because the shit still hits. But I agree with you that it's nothing different.
It's nothing different than his last, honestly, his last 4 albums has all sound the same to me. And I end up listening to the whole album and then picking my cuts out the album. And it's normally like 3 or 4 cuts that I actually pick. And it's just like.
So I feel like it's probably tough because, like, obviously you want to stick with what. Because if he does something completely different, then some people might say, like, what the fuck are you doing, Drake? Like, you know, a lot of fans are like, I'm expecting this from Drake, you know, or I'm expecting this from this person.
I'm not saying that you couldn't. So it's kind of like he still could have done like what he did on this album, but like
experiment in some,
like
and like showed us something new and different.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, I will listen to Donda, and I will let you know my opinion, even though I have not listened to it yet, because, you know, I don't fuck with Kanye.
She don't fuck with Kanye.
At all.
But I will say this, Lil Nas's album is better than both of those.
Yes. such a fan. I told Enzo that like we need to go catch his concert because not only is his album really great, like, and I love pop music, and this was just like a great pop album.
Explosion.
Yeah, he's awesome. This album was great. His collabs were great, and but he also puts on a fucking hell of a performance in the show. So I definitely think we should go catch a show together.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we covered everything.
Oh, except for Nikita Dragon, which
Nikita
we
Dragon.
can save that for another time.
For another time. And Jocelyn's reunion, we didn't touch that.
Yeah, we still have not covered Jocelyn's reunion.
One.
Well, you could just tell me, what did you think about the reunion?
Because
there wasn't much to it, as you saw.
No, it really wasn't. I thought it was a whole fucking mess. Like,
it was.
I
straight
felt like
up.
she was high. Or something.
Okay, you see what I was saying now? Because
Yeah.
I told you I thought she was on that book of sugar.
Yeah, she was definitely on something. And she came out there and she was like already on one. Like, I was like, yo, Jocelyn, calm the fuck down. Like, the fuck? Like, you just make yourself look like, I don't know if it was like because of the whole do it like it's your B-day got to her head or something.
First of all, how weird was it that she like had a whole performance before the reunion? You saw that, right?
Yeah, I did.
I was just like, is this a music video, like a promotion, or is it your reunion?
It was, I don't know. It was messy. It was really messy. And then the way that she was talking to the girls, I really didn't care too much for. And I just thought, like, she's like, you guys wouldn't be here without me? No, you wouldn't be where you're at without us, because no one's going to sit there and watch you on a show. You try to have your own show before, multiple times. And they all failed. No shade. And now you finally have something on a network that's working, and you're shitting on all the girls that's making it work. And then I feel like Lunel fell asleep half the time.
Yeah, I think she was over it. She was like, child, get me the fuck out of here.
She was.
And the host seemed irked too.
Yeah, she was irked.
Which is why I was pissed that the host kind of, and also the like producer of Zeus or whatever came after Lunel after the fact when the host also wasn't with the shit.
Yeah. It was, that shit was just like, it was a fucking shit show. Next year, Zeus get us.
Dead ass.
Yeah, because I think it was like, I think it was like 3 girls that didn't even say anything. They were just sitting there.
There was a lot of questions to be asked that couldn't even get.
Right.
We couldn't even get through the juicy
arguing.
shit. Yeah, exactly. Because there was a lot of shit that happened every single episode, and Jocelyn really did ruin it. And that's basically what Lunel was saying.
Yeah.
And then they came at Lunel saying like, "Well, don't disrespect Jocelyn." And I don't know if you saw recently, but Jocelyn apparently dogged out Lunel too on.
I saw on the social media.
Yeah, like I think the Breakfast Club covered it where Lunel had said something, and maybe Jocelyn was being interviewed, and then Jocelyn came at Lunel, called her way out her name.
She was going off, and then she was in the comments as well, going off as well.
Yeah. And that's the thing I said like about Jocelyn is that honestly, how you said like it was kind of unfair, like the girls made her, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't like how she was talking to them. I didn't either, but I felt like the whole season, everybody was literally kissing her ass.
They were.
In a way that they never would kiss anybody's ass.
They were.
And that freaked me out, where it was very like much a madam in a pimp situation, in a whorehouse situation.
No, I agree.
So if you're going to act like that and now switch up, it's kind of like you can't.
She's like, I heard all the shit y'all was talking about me. Y'all was doing all of this.
Yeah, and it's like, that's kind of fair. Like, I can kind of see how Jocelyn's, you know what I mean, acting like this because, don't switch up now because all were kissing her, like literally sucking her pussy the whole season.
I thought.
And now you want to speak up and have a voice. So, like, don't be shocked that this is the reaction that you're getting from her because this is how she's been. Jocelyn has not changed.
No, she hasn't changed. But
so if you were upfront from jump, you know what I mean?
Though her comments that she made towards what's her name's husband, that boyfriend,
Sapphire. That's what I thought
that
fucked
was
up
really
over that too.
Up. Like that's
like she literally lost her whole man,
right?
And she came here to do a job for you,
as out of respect. I mean, you kept throwing it in her face. You shouldn't even be here right now. You should be planning a funeral. Like, what the fuck? Those
that was
fighting words.
low. Yeah, absolutely.
Those is fighting words. So, Sapphire, I commend you for not running up in that mouth.
Yeah, seriously.
Because I would have. Bitch!
Yeah. Oh, quick. Yeah, and you saw how I told you she was talking to Big Lex.
Yeah, I saw.
About her kid.
I saw, like, where's your kid at?
Also fighting words.
Mm-hmm. Lex was ready to fight her. And then she got at Ballistic. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, and then Ballistic was like, shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Like, it was too much.
It was a lot. I was just sitting there at work just like, this ain't even a reunion special. This is like Jocelyn arguing and yelling at everyone.
Exactly.
And telling everyone to fuck off and eat her pussy and all this stuff. And
yeah.
I'm like, I'm so sad at it because I felt like the season 2 was actually a good season.
Me
and then I feel like
I thought this was like gonna
keep going. Yeah. And now I feel like, I mean, you got season 3. Obviously, you're gonna have bitches that want to be on there, but like, are you gonna be doing the same thing? She invited Aqua back. Talked about her ugly wig though.
Cause Aqua's literally the most vulnerable one on the show. Let's be real. Like, you know what I mean? There was no beef had because she didn't even stay, and you know, she didn't stay as long as other people to really, you know, that was an easy one.
I just hope that for next season that it's an actual reunion show where, you know, even if it's like a Zoom reunion show, let it be a Zoom reunion show where I can cut this bitch mics off.
Yeah. But then she ruins it because she walks away. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the thing is like, that's the whole thing of what Lunel was saying is like, Jocelyn, you're fucking up your own bag by acting this way. Like, even if this is how you really feel, you're stopping your own bag.
No, definitely you are. And you're just showing people how ugly you are.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is. And showing people, nah, fuck these bitches, because before it was this and now it's this. You sound fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Anyway, we got a new show coming for you guys. Chance. What is it? One More Chance?
Yeah, it's One More Chance. Also on Zeus. We cannot wait to watch it because it is chaotic as fuck. They are messy and
starts today.
Hilarious. Yes.
Starts tonight. So we will review it next week, hopefully, for you guys.
Yeah.
And Zeus, stop fucking with us.
Yeah, seriously. But I respect you, Zeus, because you let us post and comment on your shows and show your show love. Unlike Bet. Child. And you know what show that is, what network that is.
TylerPerry.com.
But I did watch Encore, the whole season of Encore. Yeah, where it's like all the R&B groups from like the 90s, like Cherish, Total.
How was that?
It was really good. 702, 3LW, Aubrey from Danny Kane. But it was totally worth a watch. Really? So I would watch it if I was you, because there's a lot of drama.
I don't know, because see, if we talk about it, Bet might have an issue with us talking about it.
Yeah, fuck you, Bet. Honestly, because I was giving your show, your network promo. Yeah. Fun. Bitch.
I'm really naming this episode Bitch.
Okay, that's fine. I like it.
Because I've been saying it all day.
All right, guys.
Bye, bitches.
Love ya. We out. Welcome to the review where we do.
She's a crazy bitch.
Yeah. I love Enzo's yeah.
That's my trademark. Yeah. Everyone has their thing. Mine says yeah.
I like it. It works.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah, welcome to the review where we do what we do. I'm Enzo, this is Chuck, and now you're part of our crew. Every Friday at 1, my friend, it goes down. We are the hottest podcasters around. Yep, it goes down. And if you don't believe, my friend, then come to town. You can see those other podcasters, yeah, they do. Welcome to the best, my friend, this is the review.